terms of intensity right now, these teams are competing for the
Welcome
top 8
to
position
Mobile
for Mobile
Legends!
Legends Bang Bang North America. This is going to be a good match between both sides. I
5
would say we
seconds till
did
the
see a
enemy
heavy
reaches the
presence in
battlefield.
terms of
Smash
early game
them.
from Anarchy. They are a team that kind of tries to go for that early finish, but will they be able to do it going into game 2?
Extraction's draft in this game does have an early game advantage, I'd say. With that Lilia, with that Hilda just annoying you in the jungle against this Karina is a good idea, I'd say.
Ooh, we see Hilda with the heavy aggression, and we do know she is one of those roams that can kind of give the jungler a hard time, but a little bit of an overextension and taken out for first blood over there by Yue.
The only good thing that came out of that over there is that Mathilda secured the kill and not carry. That would be the only good outcome there for Extraction, is not giving the kill to carry.
Yeah, but they gotta be careful. As we know, Anarchy is one of those teams that focus those objectives nice and early, and just allowing a little bit of breathing room for them to get that, fire started. They start those fires pretty quick, and Extraction has to be very careful in terms of what they are allowing them to take.
Or seeing a pause requested by the teams here.
A little bit of a technical pause, maybe a little bit of lag issue, but we gotta say, for both sides, we want to see, over on the side of Extraction, a little bit more of a defensive presence going into this game. Do not allow Anarchy to get the lead. Focus on protecting, if you're the roam, protect, your lanes. Map awareness is number 2. We saw a lot of the lanes being pushed within the first 10 minutes from Anarchy without any contest, and if they weren't pushing lanes, they were taking turtle. If you're going to allow a team to take those heavy objectives like the turtle plays, the lord plays, you have to have some sort of trade. Whether you're ganking the opposing lane to take out, that fighter or that marksman and taking out a potential tower, or just something like taking some farm in their side of the jungle. But, that's what they have to do in order to keep up with the tempo that Anarchy is providing today.
Yeah, and Extraction, they have an early game draft. However, they just don't have that momentum yet from that defeat on the early game, on the first game. So this game, they need to get their heads in the game and try to dominate early game with their composition, with the front line, with the aggression, with that Lilia. Try to get as much snowball going on in the early game to end the game quicker. That will be Extraction's objective coming out from the previous game and trying to secure the victory for this game. And then we might be able to see another game that goes to 2-1.
That's right. We might have the first all 2-1 games in NACT on day 7. But like we said, winning conditions for Extraction is to play defense and not allow the early game to lead in the favor of Anarchy. They did lock in that Karina. We haven't really seen a Karina all day, so this is exciting to see that Mage Karina in action. But they have a lot of magic on the side of Anarchy, and I don't know if that's going to cost them, especially going into these item picks for the side of Extraction if they try and go for the early mage or magic defense. But like we said, they know how to capitalize. This is a team that knows how to focus these early objectives and go for the early finishes, and they're not afraid of the aggressive clashes.
I should say that Extraction needs to be aggressive this game, in the early game. They cannot play all defensive because they have that Paquito in the jungle. All he really needs is level 3 and level 4. After that, he should have a pretty strong presence in the jungle, and also carry on Anarchy's side does need to farm. So Extraction needs to capitalize on the early game. They have an early game team comp. They have that Lilia that offers a lot of sustain and damage in the early game. So that's something they need to look into. That they need to really do well on the early game and snowball to late game in order to come back from the first game.
Yeah, in terms of draft pick, I would still say even though they have all primary magic damage on the side of Anarchy, I would still say they have a better draft, a better lineup. They had some high value picks. The Esmeralda, also able to take in the Karina as well, is very phenomenal on their side. But having the answer, picking that Thomas to kind of give her the contest might be what they need over on the side of Extraction. It's going to be an interesting match between both sides. But let's jump right back into it. currently 1-0. Not too much of a lead from either side after that brief technical pause. But like we said, you're looking at both lineups. You did mention the Lilia, having a potential part inside of today's match. Being able to go for those frontline heroes and slow them down and have that explosive damage might be exactly what Extraction needs to take out Anarchy.
Yeah, and Turtle is spawning in 14 seconds, and it looks like Paquito is just getting the red buff and kind of, I would expect him to kind of rotate back to Turtle, because Karina's already on his way, but Paquito is still at his jungle right here.
Now, we will have to say, even on the Hilda, with the Hilda roam, we know this is an aggressive roamer. Not afraid to go behind enemy lines and delay the jungle as much as possible, which we're currently seeing over on the blue buff. Will she be able to take it, though, going against the Karina? But it looks like Karina was able to secure the turtle, and we see that heavy overextend by the Hilda and take it out as well. In terms of objectives, in terms of what they have to do to win this game, they cannot have that roamer get taken out. But Paquito Soya able to take out the turtle in a clash, going down. Craxy able to take out Jayla. 3-0 right now for Anarchy. Able to take out Joe's Cutie as well with the 4-0 for Anarchy.
I would say that was a pretty even team fight, even though Anarchy did get more kills, but Beatrice here is able to push down, like get some gold from that gold shield, and at least they got the first turtle. So that turtle's gonna help them to at least keep up with Anarchy from his tracking side. So Hilda, even though Hilda died, he kind of baited out Karina with that retreat and then have the whole team chase her basically.
Circle Eagle down on Hilda. Will she be able to escape as Carrie's raining with damage? Unable to take Hilda out, getting away with 1 HP. And Yuna going in, trying to get the kill. Paquito Soya taking out Craxy. 4-1 right now for Anarchy right now. But we do see a potential clash going on as Karina is more on the retreat, as Jayla and Soya are trying to chase her down and potentially choke the lane. Yuna trying to go and build her gold lead in the gold lane against Craxy right now. But the clash is continuing as a little bit of an overextension by Jayla and taken out by Karina.
That was a little bit of a mispositioning coming from Jayla. I don't know for what reason she was behind that bush towards Anarchy side of the jungle, but with that dawning light hitting that upper tower, it should be her sign to kind of retreat back towards the other side.
Speaking of a retreat, forcing Carrie on the back end, but Carrie taking out the Hilda. A little bit of too much aggression by Hilda right now. 0-3 within 4 minutes of the game, but we see a potential gank over there by Yuna. Soya trying to go for the Karina as well. Will we see a potential trade between the two teams right now? It looks like a little bit of pushback, not going in on Soya. Gonna go more on the retreat. Jayla, a little bit of map awareness, trying to set up a potential gank, but not really going for it. Maybe a fight inside of the mid lane right now. This is, it's gonna be a high kill game. It's 6-1, 4 minutes in for Anarchy right now.
Yeah, it's not looking the best for Extraction. I'm trying to be hopeful, but it's an early game. They should win. They should at least not be so behind compared to Anarchy. They do have a pretty strong presence in the early game, but the execution and from Anarchy's side, the discipline is just it's on another level. So
it's hard to compete with right now, and they are not letting go of that tempo as they are going to be trying to take the first turtle. Will they be able to secure it? As we do got a trade going on. Soya able to take out Karina, taking out that jungler. There will be no retribution for Anarchy, and Joe's Cutie able to secure the turtle, but going in for a clash on Jordan. 4v1 situation. UA trying to go in to help with the sustainability. They are unable to take out Jordan. Able to use that regen from Esmeralda. Not afraid to go in the 4v1 situation, but Jayla might be in a little bit of trouble. Actually able to get away, but Circle Eagle going down. But a clash over on Jordan. Will they be able to take him? Oh my goodness! Jordan taking out Soya, but taken out by Jordan. Oh my goodness, what a clash right there. You do see UA getting a little pushback as well.
Shield from Esmeralda.
The sustainability right now on the side of Anarchy, with that Esmeralda and that Mathilda combo is insane.
And it's just not with those team fights going there. Carrie has probably got a lot of farms just from farming freely on the top lane. So it's a little bit of a risky situation for Extraction right now. But it was a good team fight. Yeah.
Looking at the item comp right now, she did go for a defensive physical item, but swapped it and possibly going for the Blade of Despair right now, as she is going to need that to kind of do that additional damage, especially early in the game. Windtalker over there by the carry, Xavier locking in that Clock of Destiny, and it's like it's going to be not a Karina, full mage damage, but she is going for the Karina tank method.
Yeah, I mean, Oh, looks like Lilia almost got caught over there.
Ooh, but a potential clash as Soya does go in on 3 of Anarchy and is taken out by Xavier. That will leave their jungler out of commission. What are we going to see by Anarchy right now? Potentially trying to take another objective, leaving Beatrix all by herself on a 3v1 situation. Got the stun as well. Can they take her out? Xavier connecting, taking out Beatrix, but a push by Anarchy also in the mid lane. Karina able to take out the Hilda though, but Thomas not afraid to go in for the clash, giving a little bit of pushback on Karina, but she is able to escape. What aggression we are seeing by Anarchy right now. They also are able to take the top tower as well. 11-3, starting the snowball right now as we are seeing a clash, a contest for the second turret in the mid lane. But look over on Turtle, Karina able to secure that, increasing the lead for Anarchy.
This is the kind of games where I kind of feel like it really shows that I really like this Matilda and Carrie synergy going on. And we saw that top lane, that 3-man dive, there was nothing that Beatrix could have done right there.
Yeah, we did talk about win conditions for both sides, but a clash going on by the red buff for Extraction. Karina able to take out Hilda. The Dawning Light doing massive damage. Carrie able to take out Soya. The jungle is down for Extraction while we have the full team of Anarchy behind enemy lanes. They are continuing to snowball, taking these objectives, choking the top lane. They are going to go for that top tower. Will they be able to take it? Man, in terms of objectives, Karina going a little too far and taken out by Yuna, but Anarchy able to secure the second tower on the top side.
Yeah, at this point of the game where it's pretty one-sided. It is it's looking quite rough for Extraction. Especially, we saw Carrie's damage already. Carrie just with a few basic attacks, it shreds the enemy's health bar. So the physical damage online, the magic damage is always been there. So Anarchy is in a really good state for this game.
Now, you know, we said in terms of win conditions, Anarchy, they are an aggressive team. They have to win the early game. You know, that's kind of where they specialize. So Extraction needed to be more on the defensive side and not allowing these early trades to work in
And
Anarchy's
look at the
favor.
jungle. Look at Soya. His item is pretty. His gold is around the same as the support as Yue on Anarchy side. So Paquito's definitely not farmed in this game so far.
Yeah, and you know, picking that Hilda, you know, in the early game, trying to invade a Karina is a little costly, you know, especially when you have that Xavier on your side for the stun to do additional damage. Look at Craxy able to take that bottom turret, not afraid to clash, forcing Extraction on, you know, the retreat. But you do see Jordan with the heavy presence on Esmeralda right now, zoning all of Extraction back. We are going to possibly see another turret going in the favor of Anarchy right now. But
yeah,
Lord was taken by Extraction though. No, Anarchy actually got the
on Anarchy's side.
Everything is just working in the favor of Anarchy right now. They need to be on the defensive for Extraction, or it's going to be an early finish. Dawning Light connecting over there on the Hilda as well. They are down a roamer as Lord is pushing on the top side. Looks like Anarchy is going to sink the lanes and try and push to take some more towers.
Uphill battle, like skyrocketing battle for Extraction right now.
Oh my goodness.
It's already
Dawning Light going down the mid lane, connecting, doing some damage to Soya, forcing him on the retreat. They are going for that bottom inhibitor turret. A little bit of contest by Jayla and Yuna, but is it enough to hold off the 4-man from Anarchy? You do see Lord pushing over on the top side. This is just regular Lord, but the focus over by Anarchy is not. Extraction just can't handle it. They are going to go for these inhibitor turrets. Mega kill over there by Xavier, taking out Jayla, and also able to take the mid lane inhibitor turret, but they are not done. Carrie able to take out the bottom inhibitor turret, leaving only one turret left for Extraction. Will this be an early finish? Will they be able to close out the game? A 2-0 game. They are currently going for the tower. Pay attention to the health right now. Xavier with the stun, but the fight's not over. Craxy taking out the Hilda. Minions are pushing in. Soya on the run. Yuna able to get a kill. Craxy taking out Paquito. Do we see a potential ending? Oh my goodness, Craxy is not done getting a kill as well. And then Xavier taking out the Thomas, leaving only Jayla to defend against the full team of Anarchy. Can she do it? Look at Tower, almost to 1 HP. And that is game, ladies and gentlemen. We do see a 2-0 from Anarchy.
Oh, that was a lot of aggression and persistent and just good job, Anarchy. That's all I gotta say. They played a solid game both game round. There's nothing like to really nitpick about Anarchy's performance. They've done so well with both games, and they had like personally their draft for me is they won on draft as well both
Yeah,
games,
they
but
won on
the
draft. They had
execution
the
was on
prio
point.
picks, but yes, their
Yes.
execution. I understand. Hilda being